Stories are being unjustly boxed in. My name is Osajumebi, and every week I will tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, this week's story is by Muhammad Ndamazhi Aliyu, and it's titled Fate. It was raining outside, and as per her usual tradition, Naworo sat with her legs folded underneath her and her back leaning against the cracked wall of her hut. She could hear the patters of feet and the faint murmurs heading toward the quiet compound. As it was dark, she could barely recognize the faces outside when she peered through the window. She sat still, awaiting whatever misfortune would come upon her.
"Smash the door! Drag out the evil thing! Ndagonda, go to my hut and fetch my white cloth. Bumbo, clear away her belongings from the womb. She and her belongings are abominations."
She had expected this for so long. She knew they would come for her. She had tried to stop this day. Since her husband, Twanya, died, the whole village had shown her everything but love, accusing her of things she knew nothing about. Parents warned their children about crossing paths with her. She was labeled a witch, accused of killing her husband, of killing Wusagi, the village prettiest damsel, and Sokoibeka, the town crier. To make things worse, she had no child, something that, in the eyes of her detractors, was the ultimate proof of her witchcraft.
"Naworo!"
yelled Dabwa, the chief priest, his eyes wide open, full of rage and hate.
"You were asked to confess, but you refused. You are hereby banished from Kakpiyi and all the 9 neighboring clans. You are to be locked up in a box and placed in the Bako River to sail to the land of no return."
Kasare, will I ever get out of this misery? Naworo lamented to herself, looking up to her roof as if God lived there, as if she was talking to him. She struck her thighs with her arms as her people did when bad news reached them. She walked gingerly to her bed, retrieved a tiny black bag from underneath it, and took out a brown bottle that sometime in its past housed a cough syrup. She uncorked the bottle and emptied the content into her mouth. Then she lay on her bed and waited. If she was going to be locked in a box, it might as well be one that she never has to come out of. Muhammad Ndamazhi Aliyu is a writer who resides in Minna and Zaria. He divides his time between the two places. He is also an artist, photographer, and cultural critic with a particular focus on Nupe heritage. You can read more of his work on his Medium page at Muhammad Ndamazhi Aliyu and connect with him on Instagram at Muhammad_Ndamazhi_Aliyu and on X at M.Ndamazhi Aliyu. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, send an email to info@osademebi.com, or send me a message at Osademebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and tell someone, everyone, that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.